help but feel like I owe everyone
Hello,
something.
everyone. Happy Saturday. I'm so excited. Welcome to Headmaster's Homeroom. I am Lady Hamilton, and that's a quick birthday to our amazing mod, my great friend JJ. I know it's your birthday. I just wanted to start off with a wonderful happy birthday to you, my friend. I'm so excited everybody's joining us for this wonderful art night tonight. I hope everybody is doing great on this wonderful stress-free Saturday. And I'm so glad that everybody is here tonight, not only for me, but to support our wonderful guests tonight. So let's say hello to our wonderful friends. Hello to everybody there on Rumble. Looks like we've got a huge full house going on over there. So nice to see every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello to everybody on X. I'm so grateful for all of you guys as well, too. You guys rock. X is my place, man. So excited to have you guys joining us here tonight as well. Hello to everybody on Pill. Oh, I see that we've got the memes going. I love it. That's right. It is art night, everybody. And thanks, right? Thanks for the birthday wishes for our great friend JJ as well over there. And hello to all of our YouTube viewers. So great to see you guys over there. Big celebrations. That's right. It is art night. Everybody do me a favor. You guys know, let's grow. Let's grow. Let's hit those buttons. It's so important, not only for me, but my guests. They love it when you share the shows out because that's more awareness to their wonderful creativity and things that they share with us. So please do me a favor and hit those buttons. Those likes, follows, shares are so important, not only to me, like but to our guests, and I appreciate that so much, from our wonderful promos to our wonderful shows. Share them out far and wide on all your social media platforms. I appreciate that. And let's help grow and support the show. Tell everybody about this show. Thank you guys so much for that. Well, like I said, it is art night tonight, and we are welcoming one of my great friends back to the show tonight. You guys all know her from the chat. You know her from Artist Corner. You know her from all over the place. We love our Nancy, but tonight we welcome back the incredibly talented Nancy Fennell. Excuse me, her allergies. Sorry, everyone. With more than 27 years of experience in painting, Nancy has dedicated her artistic journey to capturing the beauty of the creation around us through her thoughtful compositions and wonderful style. Deeply inspired by nature, by animals, and more, Nancy's artwork celebrates the wonder found in her beautiful works, such as sunrise, sunsets, trees, vegetation, landscapes, animals, and more, all about the beauty of the world around us. Her work reflects that art can help us slow down, look closer, and recognize the divine that's woven throughout creation. And tonight, with her returning wonderful, masterful artworks, Nancy is going to share with us some of her old pieces that started her wonderful journey with her creative discoveries, her bold directions, and the stories behind some of her latest pieces as well. Everyone, do me a favor and please welcome our wonderful friend and guest tonight, Nancy Fennell. Hello, hello.
Hello, Lady Hamilton. Good to see you tonight.
Oh,
and I see all these people in the chat. Hello. Love you guys.
Right. We love that. Making sure I've got these banners going. Sorry about that. There we go, guys. There we go. It's just me, guys. It's just me. So welcome. We were saying hello. Everyone saying hello to you. Love that. Love that. So nice. And she's saying hello back to you guys in the chats right now. Just make sure you mute that so that you can hear us on the show tonight. So Nancy, there might be a few people that don't know about you. If you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself, that would be great.
Well, you know, this goes way back a few years. I stumbled across the Artist Corner when I first started painting, and so I joined the Artist Corner and got to know this wonderful Lady Hamilton and met so many people, and I have so many good friends, and I just love you all, and I'm just ready to rock with this show.
Awesome. Just checking on your connection. You were cutting in and out, so we're just going to hope that everything goes okay with that. That's right. Hello, hello. You guys, thank you so much for your wonderful hellos to her. So great to have everybody here. Just double check that.
Yeah, you kind of stalled on your side there.
I don't know. Can everybody see me okay? Give me a 5x5. You guys can see me okay. Nothing should be going on with our connection. Yep, I'm seeing that. Thank you guys so much for that.
Good.
All right. Awesome. Well, we're going to get started on this. Let's just jump in so everybody can give her a follow. There we go. There we go. Everyone, do me a favor. If you're not following her already, make sure you head over to the storm is in the hall. Yeah, I got some storm going on. You guys, do me a favor and make sure you're giving her a follow. If you're on True Social or if you're over there on X, make sure you guys are doing that. If you guys share out this show, please tag us in that. You can tag Nancy and me. We appreciate that. Then we know that you guys are sharing, and we'll share that out. The more eyes, the better. So there. Welcome, welcome. All right, guys, are you ready? Because we're going to take you back about 20-something years on Nancy's work. She's been painting for a journey with her. So let's get going. All right, Nancy, tell us about this piece.
Well, this piece, when I was probably 30 years old, maybe, when I painted this one. And I just used like magazines. I'd look for stuff in magazines because we didn't have all the good photos back then. But I found this one and I painted it, and I really enjoyed doing it. And if you look close on it, it's primarily done with a palette knife. That's how I learned back then, was to paint with a palette knife. And I didn't know where it went over the years, and my oldest daughter said she has it in her house, so I'm glad it's still around somewhere.
And no, yeah, no, I think it's you that's freezing. So you want to repeat that last thing you just said?
That this painting is hanging in my oldest daughter's house.
Very nice indeed. That's right. That's right. Thank you guys for your wonderful comments and compliments. We appreciate that. Very cool, isn't it? Right? And she did this when she was about 30 years old, everyone. Very nice. When did you go ahead?
I had taken a few artist lessons back then with a very talented woman, and she taught me a lot in a short period of time because I could only do it for about 6 months, once a week. And life just got in the way because I had 3 little kids and I worked full time. And so I just didn't have time to continue on with it. But just very grateful that I had that moment in time.
Right. I'll tell you what.
So go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, since that painting, I had not painted until 2021 when I was 70 years old. So there was a big gap in between. And I try now, I can't even paint with a palette knife. So that's something I'm going to have to try to teach myself to do again, because you do get a lot of texture with it.
Man, don't you all wish? I am echoing like crazy on your side. Don't you guys all wish that you could start out painting like this? I started out with stick figures, everyone. So I don't know, but this is awesome. Straight from the water. Maybe she was born with a palette knife and a paintbrush in her hand. Absolutely awesome. Awesome. And so when did you give this painting to your daughter? How long ago? Did you hold on to this before you?
Well, I think it was hanging in my in-laws' house. And when they passed away, I think she just took it. So, because like I say, I didn't really know where it ended up. I was always just the few paintings I had went to relatives or whatever. Like my in-laws had probably most of my paintings in their house.
Nice. Well, this is a great way to start start the show off, everybody, with this amazing work. That is absolutely, look at that. From the beautiful mountains and the sky to the wonderful reflections in the lake. This is just absolutely beautiful, isn't it? I'm so glad. Thank you guys so much for your wonderful comments, and welcome all new viewers. And I see we got our Artist Corner family is in the house, so we're so excited to have you guys. Welcome to the show. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. You're welcome. This is our next piece.
This one was back in the way back also, and I did this in India ink with some kind of a pen. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was a dipping pen. But this is the only piece I've ever done in India ink, and it has lived on and on through all these years.
Right.
My youngest daughter has this one.
Wow. Absolutely amazing. How big is this piece here, Nancy?
That's probably a 16 by 20. It was a big one.
Do you like
ink?
Right. Do you like this medium?
It was all right. I just never even thought about it in the future. I just got hooked on oils, and I'm kind of stuck on hooked on oils.
Do you ever think about trying this again?
I've thought about it, but I'm kind of impatient. That kind of stuff takes a while to put out.
Look at the details on it, though. Look at that detail on it. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. From the fur to the trunk. Look at the bark on that trunk. Oh, man. How many hours do you think went into this piece?
I don't even remember, but I don't know. I just don't even remember. It took a while.
Now, was this your first attempt at this, or did you try it, and did you kind of test it out and then go for a major piece?
No, that was my first.
And so when go ahead.
I did all my sketching myself. Like nowadays I use a projector, but I hand sketched all that and then inked it.
I see. So you are definitely an artist that draws things out first before creating?
Right.
Nice.
Definitely. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, some very much do that and others don't, but this is really interesting to find out how each artist comes to their pieces, right? And what the process is of each artist, right? So, and we all create differently. So it's really kind of cool to find out what's behind all of these wonderful details with the amazing Nancy, right? Absolutely. Thank you, guys. I know the details are fantastic.
And I'm positive that I did that before I ever took painting lessons. So I was probably 18 or 19 years old when I did that one.
Wow. Well, we are going all the way back to the very beginnings, aren't we, tonight? Man, I need to change that because you got well more than 27 years of art under your belt. That is a lifetime of living with art. What makes you choose art, Nancy? I mean, is it just the therapeutic way about it, or what was, how did you get drawn into this world of art?
My dad loved art, and he's painted some paintings and, self-taught himself. But I liked sketching back then when I was a kid, and he kind of helped me learn how to sketch. He had all kinds of art books, but I just trusted in him, and he just showed me a few ways. But he was a busy man, and I was busy all the time too, because I had a job since I was 16, so I didn't have a lot of time to play with it, but I was always interested in it.
Right. Yep. It releases that creativity in us. It helps us get critical thinking. And it's a great kind of form of therapy. I mean, when you say artist therapy, everyone, it doesn't mean you're going through turmoil. It could just be the fact that you are just going through life, and it just helps you know to focus, helps you, like I said, bring that critical thinking skills, and really broadens your creativity. So I'm really glad that you were introduced into art from a young age.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So tell us about this one.
This one is one that I did under the tutelage of that woman that was training. And again, back then I did all my own sketching, and then she taught us how to paint. And so this was probably my, I want to say my third painting with her. And my father-in-law stole this painting and took it down to an art show in Salt Lake City. I didn't even know about it. And it got an honorable mention on it and put me in an article in the newspaper. So he was excited and I was pretty excited about it.
Right? That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Love that. That started that. And then I don't know why you waited so many years to do it again, you know, because I'll tell you what, it's so worth it to get into your local art shows, everyone. I promise you.
Yeah.
So much
And
fun.
again, this one is all done with a palette knife. It's got a lot of texture in it.
Amazing. Amazing. What size palette knives do you remember using on this?
It was just a little kind of triangular one. It was little, but it was real flexible and it was easy to use.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The reason I ask is because I collect palette knives like I do rulers, you know, of every size and every whatever, but I love them. They're really
I know.
versatile, right? If you guys don't ever use palette knives, you should try it time.
I have a bunch of palette knives too, but I don't know how to use them.
That's funny. I love them. Love them. And they're great for doing texture pieces as well. You know, giving you so much. I know, guys.
I think it's I think it's because of the type of paint that I use that the palette knife doesn't work as well because I use that alkyd oil paint and it dries kind of fast like acrylics, and so I don't have time to get that texture in it. But I can rectify that.
Right? I don't know. I mean, I use all kinds of things, but you don't know unless you try. And
Right.
that's okay because you found and that's the thing we get into and you see that you're in love with oils and you are, and I'm not disputing that. She does, that's my favorite medium. But one thing I know about Nancy is she'll take a challenge up and she'll try it. She's done color pencils, she's done watercolor, she's done acrylics. She's like, I'll give it a try. And that's what I really love about that too, is oils may be your favorite, but you definitely go out and experiment with other mediums, and that's for sure.
Right. Right.
Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. We are loving this, and welcome new Artist Corner family members. I see you guys showing up in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to hit that like, follow, and share. All right. Awesome work. Go ahead.
I just want to say thank you for the people that came tonight on the show. I really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Look at the details in this. Just fantastic. Isn't it, guys? Absolutely fantastic piece. I love the texture in this one. I think this is awesome. Go ahead and tell us about this. I do have a question, but go ahead and tell us about this one.
This one was under that same tutelage and same palette knife, same little palette knife. And my first really fall type painting. And it was fun and it's colorful and I enjoyed doing it. Kind of had to dig it out of the barn. But I found it and I kept it. I have it.
Right? You didn't give this one away yet?
No.
That's funny. So my question is did you use a fan brush for the details and the highlights on this piece?
Uh, I don't think I ever used a fan brush back then, to be honest. I, I think I think the only time I ever used a brush was maybe a little bit on the water, but the rest of it is done with a palette knife.
Hmm. Those little intricate little highlights on every single tree and bush and stuff like that. Usually a sponge or a fan brush works really well for that. So that's really interesting that you were able to achieve that with a palette knife.
I know it was crazy. I couldn't do it now if I wanted to, but I use fan brushes and all that stuff now, but I never did back then. I rarely picked up a brush. I'll just say that.
Very cool.
And there, if we go and we see this other one, I'll show you the difference. Yeah.
Right. I'm just grabbing all these wonderful chats. Thank you guys or comments. Absolutely. I mean, look at that water. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? It just has these amazing reflections from this wonderful autumn scene. Who doesn't want to go there right now, right? Yes, the water. I know, Hockey. That's what I was just saying. That water is so stunning, but it just really goes with this whole scene. I mean, just a beautiful place to go take a wonderful fall walk, and enjoy life. It's just absolutely gorgeous with those colors. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Isn't it just fantastic?
It was a fun one.
Right? Absolutely. Absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Now this one, all the rocks in the water, it was done with a palette knife, but I used a brush for the fish and that fishing pole because of all the tiny details. And that teacher showed me how to do that.
Amazing.
But the rest of the time, I think I painted rocks better back then than I do now.
I could see because I was such a big monitor, I could see the palette knife on this. And I could definitely see that. So was this an in-person class that you were taking?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'd go down. I had to drive down. I lived in Evanston, Wyoming, and I would drive down to Park City once a week. And that was about 40 miles down, 40 miles back. And I was just so pleased with how quickly she taught me how to do things. But she had a whole classroom full of people. It wasn't just me.
Right. Was it a community college or a community class?
No, it was just at her house.
Smart.
Yep, she just had it at her house. And there would probably be about 10 people each time. And then she saw how well I could sketch, and some other people needed a little help. And I would, like, this one lady wanted to paint her Cocker Spaniel dog, so I drew her dog on her canvas for her. And life was good. It was good back then. But I just, I would have loved to keep on going with her. But like I say, by then I was a technician outside, and I was working sometimes 12-hour days and stuff. And, and I had 3 little kids. I loved the art classes, but I just couldn't keep doing them.
Right. But, it's a good idea. Maybe something to give back. Guys, if you've ever thought about it, I know a few of you do that in our group, but whether it's a community center or maybe you could do it out of your home or whatever you might do, but number one, it keeps you active in the art world, and number two, why not teach others the amazing tricks that you guys have learned? It's just an idea out there, because I love that you found this person, and I don't know how you found her, but able to go and and get away and, from the kids. That's always a nice thing. That's what I did, but community college, right? And go and learn something, or you guys could teach something. You guys are all such amazing artists. So cool. So cool. How many classes did you take, or how many years did you go for this?
I only went for 6 months, once a week.
Nice. Isn't it a
So,
beautiful thing?
so I,
So,
I learned a lot in 6 months. Let's just say that.
well,
And
yeah.
then,
Go ahead.
then beyond that, I just stopped, you know,
Okay.
until
It's a
I
nice
came
little
across.
getaway.
My sister said I needed to get a hobby when I was living alone and turned 70, and she goes, "You need a hobby." She goes, "Why don't you start painting again?" And so I bought all the stuff, and I was terrified. I didn't even know how to mix colors. I'd forgotten so much. And so I tried acrylics and I tried oils, and oils, because I never had tried acrylic before, but I did one pretty nice acrylic painting, but I didn't like the medium. So I went to oils and have gone on since then.
Nice. It's nice. I don't know. I never get to see your testing out. We always get to see your amazing pieces too. But that kind of inspires me. If you guys ever have pictures of what you guys test out and stuff like that, I'd love to see those too. And it's a beautiful thing to show your guys' process, and and how far you guys have grown. It's wonderful. All right, tell us about this piece.
Well, this piece is just a shot out at my backyard, and the clouds were so deep, I guess, uh, or tall or whatever. It just kind of exhilarated me. So I bought a 12 by 24 and stood it upright and painted that big sky up there. I thought it was kind of cool. And it almost looks like a watercolor painting, because if you look down where that windmill is, and the orange that goes across the top of the windmill, it's because I was painting through a tree. The picture was taken through a tree and it made it look like watercolor, so I just painted it as though it was a watercolor.
Right? Interesting. Right? I love the canvas size on this as well too. Really makes you focus on that beautiful sky.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome. Right? I know. Right? Go ahead. Oh, I thought you were going to say something, Nancy.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I wasn't.
Right? I know. Don't you guys love windmills? They're a beautiful
There's,
sight.
there's a couple ducks sitting on the grass out there.
And now, is this where you used to live?
That's where I live right now.
Oh, okay. I thought this was.
I live on the same. I I moved from a big house to a smaller house, but the lake is still. It's just mine and my sister's lake. I'm just on
Okay.
the other side of it now.
I thought we were still looking at your beginnings.
No, this is a newer one.
Amazing. I know. It's really beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you guys for all your wonderful comments and support. We appreciate that very much. I love clouds as well too. So amazing in their formations, aren't they? Beautiful work. Beautiful work. I just love it.
Thank you.
Fantastic job.
And this one is kind of crazy. My older brother wanted me to paint this aspen tree, and I really didn't know why, but he wanted it because it was in his son's backyard. His son lives next to him. But I thought, why do you want me to paint a dead looking tree? But he wanted it, and so I painted it, and that's his shed on his side and the fence. But the tree was in his son's yard. And he loved it, and he's got it hanging in his house. I gave it to him. And the tree's totally dead now. It's gone, but that's a memory.
Right? Did you ever ask him, like, because I know you said why, but did he ever answer you on like why he wanted this in particular picture done?
No, not really. He just sent me that picture, and so I painted it. He told me I could, if I wanted, I could just put a mountain back there or whatever, but you can't take the glory of the tree and stick it in front of a mountain. So I painted it just exactly like the photo was.
Right.
And the fence was a little bit of a challenge, but it turned out all right.
What made it a challenge?
It just was, so dilapidated looking for one thing. And then painting his tin building back there was a new adventure too. So it was just fun. And the tree, yeah, somebody said it glowed. It really glowed in the picture. And that's what was kind of special about it.
Was this your first commission piece?
Yeah, I think, no, it's probably my second, but first one from my brother. Yeah.
What was your first commission piece?
I don't know if I gave you that, but it was the mountain scene down in Colorado. And it was a very difficult painting because I've never painted snow or anything before. And when I sent that particular painting to my cousin when it was done, they were just blown away. They were so happy with it.
Nice.
They put it in a cabin in the mountains down there.
I love that. Very nice. Right? Oh, I know. Don't you guys love aspens? I agree. There's echo. Make sure I'm turned down on the phone. Phone is ringing.
Hang on. I got it.
Frosty, you want to answer that, please?
Oh, good grief. Sorry.
Right.
Right by my desk here.
Only live on the show here, guys. Frosty. Say hello there. Amazing. It was a very beautiful piece.
And this is my house. This is where I'm sitting right now. And the little building on the left is my studio and garage, extra garage. And I liked the picture when I took this one because the reflections on the lake were just out of sight beautiful. And if you look down towards the very bottom of the painting, the water was clear and you could see rocks and old dead sticks and stuff. And then I had to the right lower corner is a stick kind of floating in the water. But it was just fun it was a fun one to paint. It was one of my kind of firsts. And it was winter.
Go ahead.
It was winter time, so there were no leaves on the trees. But the sky was pretty back there, and like I say, the reflections were just so pretty.
So is this the lake that you're always talking about?
Yes, that's our lake
pretty
here.
Close to your house.
Yeah, it is. And when we had a bad flood, that water was clear up to my backyard up to my fence. I was kind of starting to freak out a little bit. My house is on a hill, so it's pretty safe. And
Right.
and there's a dam, and it, you know, if it gets so full, it overflows the dam, so it never really is. I don't really have to worry too much. But boy, we just, that was such a flood. It was unbelievable.
Right. Very cool. Lighten up the chat on this one. Nice, right? Don't you all just want to live there? It's amazing.
It's a beautiful place to live. I have to tell you, the trees are beautiful, and we're at the end of the road, and it's just, we have a very private, peaceful place to live.
Right. That's awesome. That was awesome. I know. Thanks for catching that. And he's like, right. He's like, and to think that Nancy had to downsize. Well, I think you were talking about your property side because you came from multiple acres. I mean, didn't you have a property with hundreds of acres?
Yeah, in between my sister and I was a place where I lived, and I had like 15.5 acres. And, you know, I was getting older, and being on a mower umpteen hours a week, it was starting to hurt my back. So I just decided it's time, and I had it all in perfect condition, and it was just a perfect time to sell it. So I put it on the market.
Right, you went from there to Arizona, right?
No, I came from Arizona to this place.
Right. But you didn't have the 16 acres in Arizona, did you?
Oh, no.
Right, so you went from Wyoming to Arizona and then to where you are now.
Right. I didn't want to go back to Wyoming. I wanted to go someplace different. So,
right.
And here, yeah.
Nice. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Loving that one.
Okay. This big guy was, when I started painting again in 2021, this one and I believe it was a waterfall painting I did, but I was doing them both at the same time. So one would dry, I could work on the other one. And this one looks bigger than life, but it's only like a 5x6 or something. It's small.
Do you like working on that size?
No, it's too little. but it looks big. But it's just too small. I think my favorite nowadays are 12x16s and 18x24s.
Right. Very nice. I was grabbing that. I don't know why my X things are automatically loading, but yeah, I see over there an X got up. Right. Yeah, I love the bear. I know the action. Don't you guys love action pieces? I agree. Oh, I think this will say I got you for Princess. Let me change that. There we go.
That was my experience with splattering water.
Right.
And I like it. It's a cute little painting. It's so tiny.
Very cool. Nice, right? I know the water splashing. And is this one acrylic?
No, it's oil. It's oil. I only did one acrylic back then when I first started. I didn't know how to use acrylics, and I was ruining all my brushes. I went back to oils real quick.
Yeah, I know that you are a person that likes to get new brushes almost every time you do a painting, though, right?
I do. I just buy cheapy brushes, use them, abuse them, and throw them away.
Sorry.
I'm kind of heavy-handed. I think I get them pretty messed up by the time I'm done.
That's funny. That is funny.
But I have a ton of brushes. People give me brushes for, like birthday and Christmas and stuff. So I have a plentiful amount of paintbrushes.
That's funny. So if the landfills are full of paintbrushes, we can all blame Nancy.
I know I cleaned my studio the other day or last week or whatever, and I
I
think I
know.
threw out I think I threw out about 100 brushes,
That's
and
funny.
I'm not kidding.
I think I got you guys spring cleaning the fact that I'm moving. There's a few of you are like, that's a good time to start. I'm echoing bad. That's a good time to start cleaning and spring cleaning. So that's awesome.
Yeah, Lady Hamilton was cleaning out, and she got
I
me
am.
inspired to clean out my crap too.
That's right. Like, and this is out, and this is out. I have been taking out so much garbage. I don't know. My poor husband, I don't even know if he knows like his stuff, but I'm like, and this is gone, and this is gone. I'm not moving this. That's funny. But yeah, I'm downsizing. So what do? You donate, you get rid of, you do, and you bring repaint everything.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
And I don't miss any of it.
Right? I brought so many art supplies to the local elementary. They were so excited. They're like, and books, they're like, oh my gosh, that teacher lit up like a Christmas tree. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Really funny. I love it. Donna, I've got to go copy and paste Donna's stuff over there from X. It's not letting me show those like normal. Sorry, Donna. Maybe you need to come over and rumble, my friend. But I see ya. He's over there alone on X. There we go. That's awesome. Fantastic. Fantastic. And you guys, she does love bears. She's got a few of these too. This is another great one. Tell us about this.
And this one I painted from a photograph, and this is still in my first year of painting in my old age. And this, it's a little washed out on this photo or on this painting, but that salmon was fun to paint. And then if you look, hiding behind the salmon's head is a seagull waiting for that bear to drop that fish for him.
Oh, I see. Behind the fish, there's a seagull.
Right.
On the ground. Right. You said head, and I'm like, looking, I'm like, I don't know. It's down there, guys, behind the fish's head.
Right, the fish's head, yeah.
Right.
And it was just a really misty, gloomy background. And it was kind of fun. My first big bear.
Yeah. You probably saw a lot of those when living in Wyoming.
He looks cross-eyed in it.
Oh, that's great. So how do you go ahead?
My sister has this hanging in her house.
Mm-hmm. So, we talked about this if you guys are just joining us. Yeah, she does have a really good ability to do lifelike things, guys. And one of the things that Nancy was saying is that she draws this all out first, and then she goes in to do the painting. So she, it's like doing two things at one time, because she does the drawing completely first and then goes in to do the painting. So a lot of detail going into just doing one piece.
Right.
Amazing.
But the salmon that I actually painted is more colorful than this send this displays. And it's got blood dripping down out of his mouth, but you can't really see it, or I can't anyway. On this.
No, and right. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you need to take a new picture of it, Nancy. That's something else too. You got a brand new phone. Try your new camera.
I'll probably do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You know, and then again, if you guys are on Truth, make sure you guys are kicking it up a notch, because Truth dulls down your images so bad. Just ask Frosty and I. It's bad. So that's just a little FYI for my wonderful Truth family. Fantastic. Oh, we got. Hey, Jerry. Yep, I agree. Nancy is awesome. I love all my wonderful, wonderful artists. You guys are all so uniquely talented. It's fantastic. We love this, Nancy. Great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now take us here.
Okay, this, to set the stage, I'm standing on a big, kind of a high cliff. And on the high cliff is where the Fennell Cemetery is. So I'm looking down into this pond. So it's kind of an unusual scene, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I'm looking down into the water. But this is a pond they have up there, and we always fished in it. Always had good trout in it. And so my sister-in-law wanted me to paint this for her daughter. And so I did. And the few pieces of grass that are in front, when you see this in person and you can look down into that dark water there and see rocks and other kind of things. And then the clouds just looked really kind of awesome. They kind of like dove down into the water. But it was such a beautiful sky, and the background was so lit up by the sun. It was just such a beautiful photograph.
And where is this again? What lake are we looking at?
The actual property is in Wyoming.
That's what I thought.
And it was on my in-laws' ranch.
Nice.
Which doesn't belong to them anymore. They all sold out when the in-laws passed away. But our cemetery is still up there, and the people that own it allow the family to still bring bury their siblings and whatever up there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's seven family members that are buried, including my husband, up on that big cropped up ledge up there.
Nice. A great place for a resting place.
Yes, it is. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. You ever get a chance to go back there and visit?
The only time I was back there was when my husband died. And he was remarried by then, by the way. I divorced him when I was 40, and he remarried, but when he died, I was there to see him go.
I love Big Sky Country too. Go ahead.
I just wanted to be there with my kids, and because that was their dad, you know.
Look at the clouds in that water too, guys. Isn't that just fantastic? You know, it kind of reminded me when I was very much Big Sky Country as well. And, you know, big blue skies and storms and clouds roll in, and they were just massive. And you could see stuff like this. But I haven't been to Wyoming since I was a little girl. We used to live in Idaho, and I used to go in the Tetons all the time. We go to, Yellowstone Park and all these kind of things. We go camping every year, and I just love that area. It's so beautiful. If you guys have ever got a chance to go, I highly encourage you to do so. It's worth it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful country. No trees hardly, but it's beautiful.
Well, until you get into the mountains, when you get into the Tetons, into the Rocky Mountains, there's forest everywhere. But yeah, on these
Right.
plains, you're absolutely right. Wide open plains. Oh, that would be awesome. I agree, Frosty. Let's have an artist corner retreat in Yellowstone Park.
That would be awesome.
It would. Yes. Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Love it. You're welcome. Tell us about this.
Well, this is actually my backyard, and when looking over across the frozen lake where you see the building, that's my sister's house. And I don't know, I was just out there that one day and I was taking some photographs, and it just, I just loved all the little mud puddles or water puddles in the snow. And so I just decided to paint it. And it took me a while to paint this because I put a lot of detail into it, into the trees and the bark on the trees, the snow on the trees. But it's really beautiful. And, and Mary stole it from me.
Is that a typical winter where you're at?
I'm sorry, say that again. You sound like metal to me. Okay, say it again. You just moved.
Is that a typical winter where you live?
Yes, that's where I live right now.
No. Is that typical? This much snow and stuff, is this a typical winter?
Oh yeah, we'll get a couple good snows, and then nothing. But when it does snow, it's pretty, and that's when I like to take pictures.
Right.
But it's not real cold, as you can see, because those puddles were not frozen.
Right? Yeah, she does do awesome snow. I agree. That's a lot of stuff for me. I don't know. I'm looking at that.
I see my sister's comment. She goes, "I forced her to sell this to me."
Uh-oh. Why is it not working? Oh. Okay. Hold on, guys. All right, storms are rolling in. Storms are rolling in here. Guys, it can be like the side, the side of your house. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Are you getting rain out there where you're at, Lady H?
The snow melts. Where I live, the snow melts like the next day if we get any like a week. But I was raised in Idaho, and so that snow never went.
Your picture froze.
Stop. I agree. I love the lights in the dark.
Our snow melts pretty quick when we do have snow.
What the world?
You're totally cutting out on me, and your face is froze. Uh-oh. We just lost something here. I don't know what's happening.
I have storms going on, Nancy.
Oh, okay. Okay,
It's,
probably. That's what I thought. You probably had storms.
if my I can always just put things and we'll just have Nancy finish up tomorrow. So I'm telling you that right now. So if I have power, we'll just have Nancy come back tomorrow night as well, and we'll continue on to check our story. I have a backup plan. So, all right, just hang in there, everyone. Nothing I can do about it. Right, your internet spotty today too. I don't know. I've got Starlink. Maybe it's a Starlink. The Starlink.
I see you back
issue.
now. You're back now.
Right. I see what Ron says too. I think Ron has Starlink as well. So Starlink. I don't know. We'll always make sure we have time for our guests, even if we have to do part 2 tomorrow. All right, tell us about this.
In and out. Still have a picture at least.
I'm not into booties though. That's funny. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, Hilo, Hawaii. That's where my sister used to live. And Mary and I went over there to spend some time with her and help her get her house put together because they were going to sell and move. And we had a blast, and we went out and celebrated my oldest sister's 60th birthday. We just had a great time, just us 3 sisters. But the water, everything was so beautiful there.
Right? My parents loved Hawaii before my mom passed. I don't know, 5 years ago, they went there. And they had the time of their life. They said it was absolutely beautiful.
It's a beautiful place, but I wouldn't want to live there because you just feel like you're really out in the middle of nowhere. 6 hours from California to Hawaii. It's kind of freaky.
Oh, yeah. I know it's expensive to live there, but you're basically in paradise.
Until a hurricane comes in and rips the whole city apart.
Or the government leaves you abandoned right from a fire. Oh, great place to visit.
Yeah, my sister's house was just like right there on the ocean, like within just like less than a block, like not even a city block. And we just walk down there and hang out on the beach and walk back home. And it was weird to have the windows open and hear the waves crashing and stuff. It was a phenomenal experience, to say the least.
Very nice. Now, did you take this picture as a reference?
My sister gave me that picture.
Nice. Very nice. How long does it take you to do a painting, Nancy?
Something like this, probably about 80 hours. Typically bigger ones, it just takes a long time. Yeah.
We got the storms. I hear the thunder. Oh, amazing. It's fantastic.
I learned a lot doing this painting. You know, how to make the spray. And
tell everyone what you learned.
I learned how to do the ocean waves and the splatters, and just learning how to put down grays and different colors to make the sprays pop, so to speak, and all the different colors of the waters and the streaks. I don't know, it was just really an amazing experience doing this one.
Nice.
And painting palm trees and all kinds of stuff. And the mountains way in the back. There's a lot of atmosphere in this painting.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
And that was in my second year of painting. I'm trying to look at the dates. So this one is Glacier National Park. And it was absolutely gorgeous photograph.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the mountains in the back that are just kind of back there hidden, so to speak. Did a lot of painting of trees on this one. A few boulders,
And rocks.
And lots of rocks, lots and lots of rocks.
That's right. You got a fascination with rocks, I'm telling you.
I don't know. I think I'm crazy.
Right?
But it's a beautiful painting. This one is hanging in a gallery downtown. Nothing has been sold.
So why aren't you getting on that?
Say what?
Why aren't you getting on that? You should be selling your stuff.
Well, it's for sale in a gallery downtown. It's for sale. But you know, it's just a little town. People don't have a lot of money. So it's just hanging in there.
Right, that's kind of the problem with this all. We want to sell our work. You guys, the locals. That's why it's so important to share our artwork. It's so important to share our shows because you guys may not have the ability to buy something, but you never know. Somebody out in the internet world, that I want that piece. That's why it's so important to share every single one's artwork. Whether you guys personally like it or not, there might be a vibe for us. We all want to share our work. We all want to sell our work, right? So help out the artists and share it, you know. Again, even if you guys don't like it, you know, there might be somebody else that does. And we all appreciate that very much, don't we, Nancy?
Right.
That's the sharing is caring, girl.
Sharing is caring.
That's right.
I put that on all my posts.
I know. I'm always posting that too in the corner. I'm like, oh, guys, share. You know, it's so important. Again, even if you guys, like I said, don't like that piece per se, you know, we work really hard on our work. And somebody might be out there that just goes, that's the one I have to have. And we appreciate you guys helping us like we help you. I mean, you and I, you know, and our mods, you know, we share out everybody's work and we love it when you guys do the same for us. I agree. Oh, your sister, I agree. I keep telling her, I'm like, you're running on the bus. That's funny. I know.
I can't part with them. I've parted with a lot of them. I think I only have 70 in my house. That means I've parted with about 35 of them.
Right.
Got a big family. Family. Oh, it's raining again.
I know. Told you. I'm just responding to Jerry. I love it. I just highlighted some of our best, amazing shares. He said, artwork is hard to sell, and he's right. That's why sharing, you know, everybody's work That's what Jerry says. Oops, he says artwork is hard to sell, and I said that's why sharing everyone's work is so important. You know, we share you, you guys share because you never know where that one person's going to come from and say, I need to have that piece. And so, and thank you guys for doing that. I know a lot of you do that, and thank you guys in advance. I love it. Absolutely beautiful. All right, tell us about this piece.
Well, I think this, if I remember right, this was my first mountain lion, and I just liked the power behind him. And he has the longest tail ever. It goes clear up into the woods behind there. It was fun to paint. It was fun to paint the snow that he was kicking up, and it was just a good experience.
Yeah, it's amazing. Now, is this from a photo you found? I don't think you actually encouraged this thing or encountered this scene, right?
It's all from a photo. All my stuff are basically from photos.
Nice, nice, amazing. And she does snow. Besides the wonderful line, right? The snow is also phenomenal, isn't it? Amazing, absolutely amazing. I agree. Maybe that's the important. Salty says you're great at action pieces, and maybe that's the difference of drawing your stuff out first to get all those little details down before you go to paint it. I don't know. I mean, that could be a great step in that process. But I agree, and I know, Catherine, so great to have you here, my friend. No, isn't it just phenomenal?
Yeah, thank you for coming, Catherine.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Amazing. Absolutely love it. Oh, nice. I love it. Hey, 3D, welcome. So cool to have you too. He belongs to our group over there on X. So exciting. And he says it's beautiful. It's amazing. You don't want to run into this cat. No, you don't, Frosty. No, you don't. No, you don't. And he is coming at you too on this one. Amazing. Oh, I'm glad you guys love it. Thank you so much again for your wonderful comments and comments. Right? And this is why I don't have you guys pick out your favorites, because you never know. The next one might be your next favorite. They're awesome. That's right, Aki. With all your wonderful memes. So awesome. Thank you guys for joining us here today, too. We love having you here. I know. She's a great artist.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. All right. Tell us about this piece.
That was just a little deer, kind of a shy deer hiding behind the bush. And it was just a photograph I came across, and I just liked the look of it. So I painted it.
Mm-hmm. Don't you love it? I look forward to seeing my deer every day. I do. And then when the babies come, I get so excited. You know that because I'm like, look, we got babies, we got twins, we got whatever.
Right.
It's just precious, you know. And then to see them, you know, come out in a snowy environment too, they just stand out even more. They don't really get to hide as often. But I love this composition. Amazing.
I know Terry Bear had a photograph that was kind of like that, and I was thinking about painting that too.
Who?
But I haven't got around to it.
Who?
Terry Bear.
What do I not? Okay. I don't know that name.
Yeah, you do.
Love it. Yeah. That's a good idea. there's a lot of wonderful, magazines and things like that about different states and whatever that you can literally get a hold of and put your work into those things. I agree, Dada. That's a great idea. Nancy says, I do. I don't know. I mean, she's telling me I know a Sherry Bear. I don't know who that is.
Or is it TV Bear?
Oh, TV Bear. Now, Terry, I know. But Sherry Bear, I don't know who that is. I'm like, it's not me, guys.
Sorry about that.
I know everyone in our group, and I'm like, I don't know who Sherry Bear is. Okay, TV Bear. Yeah. We love Terry. Awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Oh yeah, Salty's laughing at me. Definitely Salty's laughing. I know. Trust me when I say I know every single one of you guys in the group. I love you guys. Think about that. I have to highlight you all, so I know. Yeah, I know. That's funny. I know. It's so awesome. We love your work. Oh, that is so sweet. Oh, you guys, let's give some love to that. She's turned the chat purple. Nancy, I wish all the artists and guests would do this. Nancy says $50. I appreciate you for showcasing my art. Lady Hamilton, you are the best. Thank you, Nancy. That really does help me out, you guys. I have to pay a lot of money to run these shows, so I appreciate that so much. You guys, everyone say thank you to Nancy in the chats because she's really awesome about being a huge support here on the show, right? Don't forget to support guys or subscribe or something. That we got, lots of money to pay for the show. Nancy, this is going to go a long way to doing that. Thank you, my friend. I love to highlight you. Love to highlight you.
You're
right?
welcome.
Oh, that's so sweet, isn't it? Love it, guys. Amazing. That's right. Wow. Thank you, Nancy. That's right.
Thank you,
That's
Salty.
so awesome. Huh?
Salty just sent you something too.
Did she? Oh, that is.
Thank you.
Oh, that is awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I really do. I love it. I love having you guys on. I love that. That's right. Yes, I do. I love having you guys on. It is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So thank you guys so much. Let's give you guys a huge little thanks for support. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that so much. And I have a little even where it is. There we go. Thank you guys for your support. Means a lot. It goes a long way, guys.
You deserve it. You put a lot of hard work into getting these shows out.
I do. It's like a full-time job to do the artist corner in the shows. I'm not kidding, It does take up a lot of my time, but I love it. I love it. So you guys are fantastic.
You're fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sweetie. All right, tell us about this amazing.
Oh, this is one of my kind of probably my first deer. And he was jumping out of the trees and the brush. I just liked the motion of him, so I painted it. And it was kind of fun.
Mm-hmm. Don't you guys, she loves to do things in motion. Have you noticed that? That's kind of been our little bit of our theme tonight. I think a lot of your pieces that you chose today were animals or things in motion, whether it's water or animals. We've seen a lot of motion in your work tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I do enjoy it.
It's amazing.
I enjoy doing animals, period. They're my favorite, probably. Horses, dogs, doesn't matter what they are.
Mm-hmm. I know that, thank you, JJ. I know that you do. And that's one of the things I love. And it's in here tonight, but that's one of the things I love is that I'm not really an animal artist, but to have a friend and, somebody that can do that, and you can turn to them and say, I would really love to have you do this piece for me because you really shine in this field, and she does. She does.
Thank you.
amazing. I know the action is fantastic. At first, she didn't like the photo, but the painting turned out beautiful. Mm-hmm. Amazing. I agree. Absolutely. Do you have a like? Is animals your favorite thing to do, or do you have a favorite?
I don't really have a favorite animal, but I just like doing animals. Like,
Yeah. Do you like that
I,
more than like landscapes?
yeah, I do. Because, in a lot of my animal pictures, it involves landscape. So I don't necessarily like to just do a portrait per se, because I like the whole scene.
Right. Jerry wants to know how many colors you used in this painting.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
A lot. A lot.
I don't count them, Jerry.
Right? It's not. I don't. I think with what he's trying to ask you if it was a limited palette, or did you just go with it?
I just went with what I saw, so I don't really know how many. It almost does look kind of sepia, but back then I didn't even know what sepia was.
Right. I don't.
I just
It's
think the
beautiful though.
colors
Like we learned from Chelsea yesterday. It's kind of interesting when somebody says, "Hey, create this," and you can only use so many colors. Like 3 colors. But then, see, with me, I take those 3 colors and I'd start mixing and I'd start making my, my wonderful palette of colors. Because I can't sit there and only have 3 colors and go. I'm like, all right, let's start mixing. Let's start making. You know, Heaven forbid
when
somebody gave me like brown, white, and black. I'd be like, all right, but it would be a sepia, like your dad, the one you do with your dad when he's a baby, right? It would
now
be a
that
sepia tone.
that one specifically, I told myself specifically on that one when I painted my dad that I was only going to use those 3 colors, and that was it. So
That's right. And it really came
hard,
out sepia painting. Yeah.
yeah.
Talk about motion, guys. You can see while I chose this for the promo. Isn't this phenomenal?
That's a pretty famous wild stallion. His name is Picasso,
Right.
and I just love that. I love that painting.
Mm-hmm. I
When
agree.
you see it hanging on the wall with the frame, it just looks like he's jumping out of the frame.
I love horses.
Great motion.
Love horses.
Yeah,
You
this
know.
is probably one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I have several favorites, but it's one of them.
Right. Just so beautiful, and that wild spirit that they have, it's just amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And the sagebrush is kind of a challenge to paint too,
Mm-hmm.
but it turned out pretty nice.
Right. So much more color in things that you may not even realize. Because you look at like a plane, the plains or whatever, and you think, oh, brown and sage green per se, but there's so much extra color to build that up to have that. And it reflects, a lot of those planes reflects colors too. So it's amazing. A lot of detail.
So I've done so many horses that I have almost all my horse paintings in one bedroom. I call it my horse room. Some are patriotic, some are real, look real life,
Mm-hmm. Right. So I don't know if you're into roping. I don't know if you're a roper or not. I'm like,
Back in the day,
oh, okay.
yeah, my husband and I managed a 500 cow calf operation. So yeah, there was a lot of roping taking place. I had an old horse that taught me how to rope.
Right. I Well, thank you. Thank you, Ron. I agree. There's just been fantastic pieces tonight. Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, JJ, for coming on your birthday.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is a little out of her ordinary. I don't know where she got inspired for this one.
I just can't imagine how I ever started painting planets.
I know. I love planets.
It has to do with the lady with the smile on her face up there.
Mm-hmm. I love planets, you guys. That's my thing. That's my jam. If I'm ever stuck, I'm going to get a palette knife and whip out some planets. You know, I love it. So tell everybody about this one.
Well, I think this was my first one, and it's my favorite of all the ones that I've done. I really like this one. I like the colors in it. I have this hanging in my living room. I'm proud of it.
Right. I agree. I think it's fantastic. I don't know if this was your first planet. Was it the first one you did?
I believe it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the next one, kind of like it was a kind of pinky one, more pink in it.
Mm-hmm. Did this start from? Did this start from? Sorry, go ahead.
Then I did a little one, couple that I sent to you.
I think this was started.
Go ahead.
I'm done.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Then I did the International Space Station, and so that's all I've done.
I think this was started from a paint and sip night that we did.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm. Those were fun. I had a lot of fun, you know. We might have to do those another time, guys, where we get a few of you live and we just sit there and watch you guys paint and come up with a prompt and everybody's painting on the show. And it's a live. We don't always necessarily finish our paintings, but it's a little fun thing to do with people watching how we actually create stuff. So if you're ever interested in doing that again, please reach out to me and I will get one set up. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Go ahead.
I said that would be fun, sipping again.
It is fun. We listen to music. I throw each person up, you know, so up close up so you guys can see. It's a lot of fun. I might have to do a wacky one we have not done where we use our fingers. A lot of you guys have been doing that lately, and I'm like, I'm seeing some amazing masterpieces come out with that. It's awesome. Oh, that would be fun. Okay. I see that already in the chat. Okay, that's awesome. Well, let me know if you want to do that. And I'll sign you up. I'm just talking to Catherine. Because that was Catherine is the one that just did some with, I think, with her fingers. It's so cool. You guys amaze me. All right, tell us about this one. Now we're getting into some of our newer ones, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty new. Actually, I finally got it hung up on my wall today.
Did you? I see
had
behind
to move around to get this big one up there.
Right.
But yeah, I love it. We have if I look out my back door, there's a tree, there's lots of woods over there. And eagles will go sit in the trees like that. And I loved it, loved the photo, so I decided to paint it. And it was a lot of work doing all those tree branches and stuff and sitting that eagle in there, but I really do love it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I know it is. Isn't it fantastic? I love it. It's amazing.
I learned a lot.
Sorry, go ahead.
I learned a lot doing this painting because if I had to do it all over again, I would have painted a marbly background because as it turned out, I ended up having to get in there inside of each of those branches and in the background and put paint in. if I would have just done some kind of a marbly or even just abstract background, I could have put all the tree branches over that, and it would have saved me a lot of time.
Well, I don't know if it's about saving time. I think it turned out really great the way it is, and I'm glad you didn't rush it, and I'm glad it's so detailed. I think it needed it, and it just shows how beautifully detailed and time orientated that it took, right? The tangle of branches is a ton of work. Oh, I know, but isn't it just so worth it? That's what makes it so beautifully majestic.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What inspired this one?
I just liked the photograph. Yeah. When I see it, I have so many photographs, and I'll just scroll through them, and if one hits me, that's the one I paint. But I have to feel it. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking you started this right before the 4th of July, and that's our nation's bird. So I was kind of wondering if that was part of what inspired this.
Not really. I just knew I liked this one, and it was just going to be my next one.
Nice.
Because I've done quite a few eagles. I just like doing eagles. I think they're just so majestic.
Yep, they are. There's a reason that they chose that versus the turkey. Although I've seen some really beautiful tom turkeys in there, just unbelievably massive and so much in color. But this is different. The way they soar through the sky. They're absolutely a majestic bird. It's a great choice for our nation.
Yeah.
Beautiful job, my friend. Speaking of our nation.
Yeah. Who is that?
I have no idea.
That is John Hancock. He's the first signer of the Declaration of Independence.
Tell everybody about that. About
I was going to paint that for your 4th of July show, and then all of a sudden I got tangled up in this museum show here in town, and I had just finished it, and literally I had just finished it and got to put it in that art show with some other paintings, and people went crazy over it. People went crazy the most over your patriotic horse.
You say mine. They're not mine, sweetie.
I always
yours,
because they're
right?
On
That's
your
funny.
inspiration. Your inspiration.
My inspiration. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Well, yeah, because I wanted everybody, to turn in. Doesn't mean you have to do a new one, but I wanted to have a big 250th celebration, which we did. And Nancy just kicked them all out of the water. And then I'm like, she was just talking about getting out locally. She went to her local gallery, and they were having a big, huge celebration, about 4 or 5 of her pieces. And she ended up winning like first prizes and, basically artist of the show and money on top of it. It was awesome. It was a really awesome. Mm-hmm.
It was kind of shocking, actually.
Right.
But I felt really blessed.
So someone, I think it was Jerry, said, how long did it take you to do this piece?
Oh, this one probably took me about 60 to 70 hours, because when I'm not busy, I'll go out and do maybe 3 sessions a day, a couple hours in the morning, a couple hours in the afternoon, 2-3 hours till late at night. But I wanted to get it done because I was wanting to get enough done for your show, and this just kind of turned into a really big deal. But I love this one. I especially love the wood on the back wall. Reminds me of a lawyer's office or something.
Mm-hmm. And how big is this piece?
This at 18 by 24.
Okay. Your standard
but
size.
Jacket, the glimmer on the jacket, pretty much everything that you see in that painting I have 3 layers of oil paint, and by the time you get to the 3rd layer of oil paint, it starts to glisten,
Mm.
and it's just gorgeous, and it stays perfect like that.
This is oils, Catherine. She does mostly paint in oils. She does dabble in other things. I've shared out her colored pencil work. She has two, but she's done watercolors. She does all things, but mainly oil is her passion. One of these days, I'm actually going to get you to paint something large, girl. I would love to see this piece as like a 30 by something, you know. I mean, it would just be amazing. Amazing. But I love it. That satin, and that's what everyone was saying too when they saw this too. That sheen on that suit, that satin is just beautiful.
Yeah. I worked and worked over all of those probably 3 or 4 times on maybe the sleeves and the very front of his chest because it kept kind of just going dull. But the last layer just brought it to life, and it was just gorgeous.
Right.
And that's what I love about oils. He has so much crap on his desk. I didn't know what some of that stuff was. I just painted what I saw.
Right. Excuse me. Well, the ink wells, fountain pens, books, the ledgers, all of that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would be a typical of what he had. Absolutely.
A little stack of books on the very side. That's right. It was a challenge, but oh my gosh, I just thoroughly enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. It was beautiful. Yeah. Right? Phenomenal piece, my friend. Phenomenal.
Thank you.
This is her latest horse, everyone.
I decided to go into some colors. Try something new. And somebody commented in the chat, said, "Oh, every little teenage girl is going to want one of those."
What?
The colorful horse.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm with you now.
Every teenage girls love that kind of stuff. So do you see the second horse in the painting?
I'm looking.
Go to the right there. Go to the right where it's pink.
Okay.
That's the horse butt right there, and then the mane going. It's faced away.
Hmm.
So the butt and the mane of the horse standing there.
Yeah. Nice. I think that's the first time I've ever seen like an abstract background from you as well too. You wanted to try something different.
Yeah. It was fun. It was mind-boggling to me because you know how I am.
Tell everybody what that means.
I'm so strict about just doing realism that the surrealism was a little hard for me to throw all those colors on there. But I do like it. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Right. And you know, I think that's what the great thing, even if you guys just do abstract backgrounds, because that background makes your focal point pop. It really does. Yeah. You know, it's just adding some color and different motion and design. And it really makes the horse stand out against that abstract. You know, it's awesome.
Yeah. You taught me well.
I've been inspiring everyone. I love when new artists, you know, are first starting, because abstract doesn't have to make sense. It can just be a movement of colors or shapes or whatever, just learning to play with the material. And it doesn't matter what material you're doing, abstract just gives you that freedom. And so I think it's really, really fun to start that way.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see you kind of branch out and do something like that. Very cool. I know. It's awesome. Awesome. We're loving it.
Thank you.
Now this is what I was talking about. Can I tell them about this one?
Yes.
This is my lily, everybody. This is a picture, a painting of my Lily, and she passed away a few months back. And we were heartbroken about it. And so that's what I'm saying. When you have a friend that you know can do animals really well, I can't do animals well. Well, I probably could. I just don't do it. I don't even try. So I know Nancy does animals extremely well. So I turned to her as a great friend, and I'm like, can I commission you? Can I get you to do one of these? And as a birthday gift for my husband, Nancy painted his, this is basically his dog. And I just sent her some pictures, and she showed this one. She loved the squeakies. And it's so much like the painting or the photo. I'm going to show you guys the photo. That's the photo, everyone, of my Lily. And that's the one I sent to her. And that is the painting that Nancy did for us. Well, us, but for my husband's birthday. Isn't this absolutely phenomenal? Amazing. And that's what I'm talking about. I have good friends that you can turn to and say, you do this really well. Can I do something like this?
And I thoroughly enjoyed doing this dog. It was fun.
Oh,
she's so beautiful.
Right. Right. And so you've done two of my babies. She's done my wolf. Right. That was mine. My you know, and then she did this for my husband. He's pretty torn. Not often does he tear up, but he teared up losing Lily. And so it's nice to have these amazing pieces that I get to have on my wall forever. It reminds us of our beautiful babies. And look at how wonderful she did.
Beautiful eyes.
She has a beautiful soul. Oh, I'll tell you something really sad. I'm packing, Nancy. I'm packing. I don't even think I told you this, but I'm packing up, right? And my husband had one of her squeakies, a red squeaky that he saved on his desk. So I went to go pack it. And as I was putting it into the case, it squeaked. And my other dog, Lucy, comes running up the stairs looking all over Lily. I started crying so bad. I'm like, dang, squeaker. And I'm like, she's not here, honey. She's not here. It was so sad. But she always carried those squeakies around in her mouth everywhere she went. So it was a really nice choice on doing that one for me. Isn't that beautiful?
You're welcome.
If you guys ever need animal commission, Nancy's your girl. Absolutely beautiful. And she sits right next, well, not right now, but she was sitting right next to the claws painting, and she will sit right next to the claws painting, but everything is wrapped up right now. Everything except my computer and lights and a few pieces of clothes. Everything else, guys, packed up. And she is protected well. You are amazing. And then Frosty said something about frames. Yes, Nancy has an amazing ability to choose frames as well. And the frames she chose for both of these paintings are just majestic and phenomenal. So thank you, my friend. I love you so much for this.
Yeah, I love you too.
Absolutely awesome. Thank you for letting me talk about that one.
You're welcome.
Oh, okay. I got to turn it before I cry. Okay, this is our last piece for tonight. And it's her latest piece, everyone. Right? Just super cool. A little bit on the abstract going on with the background again. I think you had a little bit of fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Might be the last one, but it was fun.
Why do you say the might be the last one?
Yeah, because I'd like to do a realism one.
Right. It's awesome.
But I like this. I've got them hanging in my living room, and it really brings a lot of color to the room.
Mm-hmm. I think that might be my first animal. I saved a picture that's kind of abstracting, of a lion. And I'm like, I got to give this a try. You guys may never see it, but you inspired me. I don't know what made you choose the lion, but this is, I agree, way too cool, isn't it? So awesome. Love the abstract background.
Yeah. Well, after doing the colorful horse, I thought I'd do a colorful lion.
That's right. And she kicks these out in like a week. I swear to you guys, she is doing like a painting a week. I have never seen an artist do so much. In the group, you are right. By far, kicking them out like crazy.
That's because I'm crazy.
You're crazy. Amazing.
I've been kind of lazy lately, though. Wore out.
Just beautiful. I know. We're loving it, huh? Absolutely beautiful. I agree, guys. I agree. So fun to have her in our group so we get to see all this stuff firsthand. It's so awesome to have her on the show. Miss you, Mikey. I think she wants this one. Making it look easy. I know, Frosty. She's kicking them out like every week, and we're over here like slackers.
My sister wants this. My sister wants a lion in her catio.
Right? Oh, I'm over here chuckling at Frosty. Well, some of us have other things to do though too, and we're not retired. But she is. She's kicking them out.
I do have that advantage.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I do have that
It is
advantage.
fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. That's right. Give her. Oh my gosh. So wonderful. Oh, I am so glad that you were on the show again tonight and took us through this little journey. So we got to see some of your beginning work when she was like 18 and so, guys. And then she took a hiatus and came out, just rocking again. And like I said, every week or so, we get to see another amazing piece. And I can't tell you, this is why, all of us want to sell our work, and all of us have amazing talents, so wonderful. Please, please, please help us moderators share out this, and let everybody see our work, because you never know who's going to want that lion, or who's going to want one of my planets, or who's going to want Frosty's water, or who's going to want, you never know, guys. And Nancy is the queen of the sharing is caring. So amazing. I know. She's got great pieces of work. Mm-hmm. Nancy, what else would you like to say as we close up tonight? Thank you so much for being here.
Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody in the chat for being here for me. I really appreciate that. I love every one of you. Love seeing all your art every day on True Social and X. And when it comes to art, I thought I was just going to be a landscape artist. Then I started trying animals, and then I tried, different mediums, acrylics, colored pencils, watercolor pencils. I've been trying everything, but I truly, my heart is in oils. I just love how oil paintings look. So, don't be afraid to try different mediums. Don't get stuck on one particular thing, because I think we're all capable of doing everything except abstract. I don't have that mentality for abstract. Drives Lady H crazy, but I try.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't drive me crazy at all.
Drives me crazy.
Oh. Well, I think, what the reasons I push abstract a lot, number one, I love it. But I think our people who don't paint and then they try and they get so frustrated because they're not creating a masterpiece like, you might do. And I'm like, maybe try an abstract just so you learn how to move that pigment, that you learn how to mix that kind of stuff. How does it go on a canvas? I mean, you got to play around with the paints or whatever you're using before you can, and you got to practice. I didn't start out good. Like, I'm not kidding when I said basically charcoals and stick figures, guys, and so I encourage people a lot to abstract that way, because I think it's a great way to explore different mediums. You don't need to explore. You're already great.
I'm trying to free up my mind a little bit, like I did with the last lion and the colorful horse. And I do love them, you know, and I probably would never have done that had I not seen all of your abstracts, you know, because your work is beautiful as well. And so is Dia's, and, you know, we got some good abstract artists.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
well, and we're different. Donna is more like a Jackson Pollock work. My work, people think a lot of it's collages, and it's not. I mean, when you look at my pieces, that background is all painted, and that takes months for me. I mean, like the Constitution. How many of you guys are writing the Constitution, you know, on a painting before you even do the you know, collages? And people think it's all just collage, and it's not. That's why it takes 3 months to do one of those.
Yeah.
So.
And I didn't really understand your art at first until you were showing
and they
me
just
all
scroll
that.
past it, they don't share, and they don't look, and they're like, "Oh, she put some paper together," and no, I didn't.
I had no idea how much work you put into that, and when you were telling me that, I had to take 10 more looks because it is just so impressive what you do. And I couldn't do that. I wouldn't have the patience for it. But you do have the patience for it, and it's just truly amazing. It really, truly amazing.
Thank you. I think you are too, and that's what I'm saying. We all have our own specialties, right? You know, I kick out some hummingbirds and some, you know, pretty things, you know, and, you know, whatever, but landscapes. I did the tree, but then, you know, you do realism and photorealism that blows my mind. And I think that takes patience. For me to do some cursive and handwriting, whatever, to me, that's not as hard as it's like, I'm going to do my dog, right? That's a lot harder for me. Isn't that funny? But we all have our amazing specialties.
Yeah. Yes, you know? We do. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing, or art would be boring, wouldn't it?
Yes. I mean, it would be terrible if we were all just sitting there putting the same pieces in every single day. Going, well, we do put the same pieces in. I mean, but if we're all putting the same paintings, basically, you know, from a YouTube video, right? I want to be able to say, no, that's a Nancy, or that's a Frosty, or that's a Dada's. And we're all so unique, you know. That's a Jerry's, that's a Salty's, you know. And I can tell. I know you guys, but I don't even have to see your name to go, oh, I know who you are. I know this piece. I know who's done this, right?
That's what's fun, you know, when you have your art shows and you throw out all these art and say, who did this piece? Oh, I know that's a Frosty, or I know that's
I might have to do that.
Yeah.
Right? I think I might do that one of these days. That's a great idea. Just take a combination of your guys' work, hopefully with permission, you know, and be like, all right, name the artist, everyone. We'll see how well you guys know him.
Yeah, it would be fun.
I'll have to put a post in the group to get permission and be like, all right, you know, DM me something that you don't think anybody would guess, because I don't know how many people would pick that planet and say, oh, that's a Nancy. You know, you might have shocked some people. They know now, but right? That might be fun. What a great idea. What a great idea. I agree, Salty. Every artist has their own mark and flavor. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Amen to that. You know,
well,
it's been. Go ahead.
I was going to say it's been a lovely evening to spend with you and all my friends here. Let's do it again.
Everyone say we will. A few more months, Nancy's going to have a whole new collection for us.
Oh, I won't. No, I'm kind of stuck on this one I'm doing. This one I'm doing is going to take me a month more.
Oh, she's going to do something with rocks. That's the only thing that takes her a little bit of time. Is it's got to have rocks in it.
Rocks are horrible.
I know that's what you say, but you keep choosing it. Awesome. All right, everyone, give Nancy some love. I'm sure she's going to come and join you in the chats. Nancy, I love you, and thank you so much for being my guest tonight, my friend.
I love you too. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. All right, bye-bye. That was so much fun. Wasn't that awesome, everyone? And thank you again, Nancy and Salty, and all those you guys who help support the show. I really need it. You know, it's I do. I appreciate that. And so that's really nice that you guys help me support the financing just to run the show, several $100s to do that every month. So thank you guys so much for that. And that helps with your rants and your subscriptions. And I just want to tell you guys a little special extra thank you. But most of all, I'm so happy that everyone's joining me tonight and every night to be part of the show and support my guests. Thank you guys for also sharing out the show and hitting those likes, because don't you guys all want the whole world to see how amazing, talented my guests are? And I appreciate that. I know my guests appreciate that. So a big, huge thank you to all of you for that. All right, tomorrow is Sunday Reset. I'll be putting that promo out right after the show. Tomorrow we're going to talk about resetting your heart, peace in the middle of the storm. And I'll tell you, I've kind of been feeling that way as I'm packing and getting ready to move. I'm like, okay, where's the peace in the middle of this storm? And so God just basically spoke to me and said, let's talk about that and finding the peace. And I don't know, everybody's got their own storms and their own challenges. So that was the message that was sent to me this week. And thank you, Father, for that, is resetting your heart, finding the peace in the middle of the storm. And I've got some amazing videos, some wonderful scriptures, some amazing music. And we're going to go through this journey of kind of resetting our heart, because what are we going to carry into this next new week? What does it mean to carry these burdens, and what does it mean to let go? Finding peace. So that is going to be our theme tomorrow for our wonderful Sunday Reset. I hope you guys all join me for that. That'll be 7 p.m. I'll be putting out the promo right after this show. So please give me a follow and help me share that promo. You can follow me on X at Lady Hamilton AR1. You can also follow me on Pill, Truth, and Gab at Lady Hamilton Art. Let's give some love for this amazing team. And another shout out for the birthday boy, JJ. Happy birthday. But a huge shout out for my amazing mods. Team Lady Hamilton moderators, you truly are the best. Thank you guys for being in the chats. Thank you for all that you do, for the extra promotions that you guys do. I love you all. So everyone say, thanks, mods. I appreciate that so, so much. And again, please don't forget to hit that like, follow, and share. That means the world to me. All right. Oh, I didn't change the song title on this. I did that yesterday too. So we're gonna be listening to the. Oh man, let's change that. Oh man, I need to get back in the swing of things, guys. I'll be settled here soon, but we're gonna be listening to this amazing song from my great friend, who's hopefully coming back here in the next month or so. Kevin Winnard. He is actually phenomenal. And we're going to be listening to a great song of his called That's All. And so everyone, there we go. There we go. We're all loaded up now. I hope you guys have a fantastic night. I hope you guys rest well. I hope you guys enjoy each other. Don't forget to tell Nancy how awesome she is. And I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much. You viewers are the best. Thank you for letting me be part of your life. And thank you so much for letting me be part of yours. Everyone have a great night. I'll see you all tomorrow for Sunday Reset. And don't forget, most importantly, be the light. Have a great night, everyone.
I can only give you love that lasts forever, and a promise to be near each time you call. And the only heart I own for you and you alone, that's all, that's all. I can only give you country walks in springtime, and a hand to hold when leaves begin to fall, and a love whose burning light will warm the winter night. That's all, that's all. There are those, I am sure, who have told you they would give you the world for a toy. All I have are these arms to enfold enfold you, and a love time can never destroy. If you're wondering what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll be glad to know that my demands are small. Say it's me that you'll adore for now and evermore. That's all. That's all. There are those, I am sure, who have told you they would give you the world for a toy. All I have are these arms to enfold you, and a love time can never destroy. If you're wondering what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll be glad to know that my demands are small. Say it's me that you'll adore for now and evermore. That's all. That's all. That's all.
Satellite coming